Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. It says songs by female artists with the longest stay at number one on the Hot 100 in the last 30 years. So I thought this was super interesting. And so I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what are your favorite songs here and kind of have that conversation here. I'm going to give my top five because there's a lot of material here. Starting off strong, I'll give it to Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. You know, I get it's a popular song, some people are tired of it, but I've said this before, I'll never get tired of the song, I'm sorry. Like, all the bells and whistles that were added to it, just, it really feels like a Christmas song, it does. You know, Mariah's vocal on here is absolutely spectacular, and she wrote this song, a lot of people don't know she writes, but she wrote 18 out of her 19 number one hits. And so, I mean, yeah, the smash hit that keeps on giving. I listen to her Christmas music all the way around the year and I just really enjoy it. Number two, I'll give it to Crazy in Love by Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. I mean, this was her real debut single. She did the Austin Powers song Work It Out, but I mean, that was for the soundtrack. You know, this is whenever Beyonce really started and she meant business. I'm sorry. Like, the vocal on here, especially that one run towards the end, yeah, just so energetic. I thought the video was really fun. And it's one of Beyonce's most enduring hits. You know, if you really wanted to distill Beyonce now to a few songs, and this is always going to be there. And I really like Jay-Z's verse on there as well, so that would definitely be top five. At number three, I'm definitely going to give it to Janet Jackson, On For You. I've said this before, one of the best pop songs ever recorded. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis production, absolutely ate. Her vocal on here is great as well. I like the backgrounds, like Janet's backgrounds and her vocal layering is actually really underrated. And I really like the songwriting. It's catchy, it's infectious, it's a great light pop song, and I mean, a smash hit. At number four, I'm going to give it to Blank Space by Taylor Swift because, I mean, how can you not? You know, I really think it was genius the way that she took what the media said about her, she flipped it, and she gave us a smash hit. So for that, Taylor Swift definitely has to be in my personal top five. And to finish it out, I think I'm going to give it to Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. You know, Brandy seeing that episode of Jerry Springer and coming up with the idea for the song, Monica being on it, their vocal performance, the writing, I really like the production by Dark Child. Like, this is like a moment, you know, and this is the most successful female collaboration, you know, so definitely deserve. So that is going to be my five. But if I have to give a few honorable mentions, stuff that I really liked, you know, obviously Mariah Carey Fantasy. I get why you would pick that over All I Want for Christmas Is You. I think I like All I Want for Christmas Is You a little bit more. So that's kind of going to take the edge for me. And Janet, That's the Way Love Goes was cool just because she was just changing the musical soundscape by the time from New Jack Swing into something different. So it's cool, and for it to be a smash hit, you know, I do appreciate it. And Lorde Royals, the fact she wrote that whenever she was 16 is crazy. And that and All I Want for Christmas Is You are literally both 14 times platinum. So, yeah, that is absolutely insane to me. That was such a great song, and I feel like it was really different for the time, so I can really appreciate that. Rihanna, Umbrella is definitely the smash hit that keeps on giving. Mariah, Dream Lover was a great song. Irreplaceable by Beyonce was a really great song as well. Foolish by Ashanti is pretty catchy. I didn't know Independent Woman was number one for 11 weeks until I looked at this. Honestly, like, I'm really shocked about that. I Will Always Love You by Whitney, of course, is a classic. I've kind of got tired over hearing it over the years because it's played a lot. You know, it's still a great song, so I definitely got to give Whitney her 10s for that, of course. And TLC Waterfalls, I thought that was a good song. Ariana, Thank You Next, another one that was really overplayed for me, but I can appreciate it for what it is. Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen was a really great song. I mean, honestly, I like 90% of these songs. Like, a lot of these are like really great songs that I feel like I would still listen to today. So it's just kind of interesting to see the placements and stuff. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What are your favorite, you know, female number ones with the longest stay on Hot 100? And let's continue that conversation.